Pullman City Council meeting is coming up. Find out what they'll discuss tomorrow.
And the WSU College has a new dean. We'll let you know who that is coming up next.
Broadcasting studios on the campus of Washington State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening. I am Shagun Bamdili.
And I'm Derek Strom. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The Pullman City Council will be in session tomorrow for their bi-weekly meeting. Our Murrow News 8 reporter Michelle Amon is live at the City Hall with more details. Michelle?
The Pullman City Council meeting will take place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in City Hall. Pullman has been redistricting, and the redistricting process basically means redrawing boundary lines for the 3 different wards in Pullman. The redistricting process started last month and is supposed to the draft maps have been available to public comment since the 15th, and there are 4 different draft maps, but the second draft map was rejected by City Council and is no longer up for consideration. If you look at your screen, you can see the timeline of the redistricting process and upcoming dates to look out for. The City Council will have the final map in the late May, and in Pullman, I'm Michelle Herman, Murrow News 8.
Wendy Powers is WSU's College of Agriculture, Human and Natural Resources Science newest dean. WSU Provost and Executive Vice President Elizabeth Chilton announced the appointment earlier today. According to WSU Insider, Powers will join the college on August 15th. Powers is replacing former Dean Andre Dennis Wright, who served in the position from 2018 to 2021. WSU spokesman Phil Weiler said the school was looking for someone who would connect well with private industries and businesses that will work with the school.
I think one of the things that the provost was interested in is who has experience working with these different stakeholder groups, who can create those partnerships with private industry that are so important to this particular college.
Currently, Powers serves as the Associate Vice President for Agriculture and Natural Resources at the University of California.
Starting this week, the Cub will be staying open later than usual for Dead Week and Finals Week. They will also be offering free food for students. Grub at the Cub is offering free PB&Js on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Free pizza, a cereal bar, and other snacks will be available later on in the week. Learn more at cub.wsu.edu/finals. And Latah County registered 16 new cases of COVID over the past 7 days, becoming the largest weekly total since March. The cases this week were 2 children between the ages of 5 and 12, 5 people 18 to 29, 2 people in their 30s, 5 in their 40s, 1 in their 50s, and 1 in their 60s. Whitman County has not been updating its case total since February 28th.
I haven't been getting your newspaper lately. 4 routes for the Moscow Pullman Daily newspaper remains vacant due to a worker shortage. Home delivery was temporarily suspended in February for over 2,200 subscribers in Whitman County. Home delivery routes for the Lewiston Tribune have been restored in the Lewiston-Claxon Valley. Along with the 4 routes in Moscow and Pullman, 25 routes in primary rural areas remain vacant as well. The Veteran Affairs Office in Spokane is coming to Pullman and Moscow for a needs assessment. This needs assessment is a required step for the VA to determine whether it will be worth it or not to implement a VA community-based outpatient clinic in our area. They are in Pullman from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. today, and at the WSU Lightly Building in rooms 401 and 403. They will be at the Gladys Center on Tuesday in Pullman from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they will be in Moscow at the U of I LLC Building 3 on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Coming up, a cute tree planting celebration Arbor Day in Pullman.
And find out where this April ranked in the weather record books.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Mayor Glenn Johnson planted a Japanese pagoda tree at the Pullman Parks and Recreational Building earlier today. The tree planting was for the city's 24th annual Arbor Day celebration, and Mayor Johnson was joined by some local preschoolers. Mayor Johnson said the kids are what makes this celebration so special.
Now the kids from the preschool here have just been fantastic. It's always been fun to watch them. They're full of enthusiasm. They actually draw trees. They actually learn about trees and how good trees are for the community in terms of fresh air, in terms of cultivating the soil, all those kinds of things. They learn all those goodies. Plus they get cookies at the end.
WSU researchers teamed up with the U.S. Department of Agriculture to find ways to stop fungi that cause billions of dollars in crop loss across the world. According to WSU Insider, the researchers found a protein that could bypass plant defenses and cause them to rot. The results of the study were published in Nature Communications.
This month has been one of the snowiest April ever on the Palouse. The National Weather Service reports that Moscow and Potlatch have had the second most April snow on record. Moscow has received over 8 inches of snow this month, while Potlatch has had nearly 14 inches of snow. This marks the snowiest April in Moscow since 1929 and the most April snow in Potlatch since 1922.
Now, despite all that snow we've been seeing recently, we actually got some warm weather over the weekend, and I was sweating on my way over to class today. Colby, is that going to continue?
Yeah, that's right, Derek. The past few days may have been a bit more comfortable than what we've had to experience. However, don't hold your breath. Hopefully you guys did not get too comfortable, because those temperatures are going to continue to drop throughout the week. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, yes, today was pretty comfortable, sitting nice at a nice comfortable 63 degrees. 41 is going to be the low for tonight. So before that drops down, maybe go out for a nice evening walk. Sunset is at 7:50. Should be still pretty comfortable by then, as the light will still be out. So with that being said, we're going to get into tomorrow. And tomorrow is when the inclement weather starts to once again build back up. Tomorrow is going to be 49 degrees, 33 degrees is the low. It's going to be rainy. That is not the breaking news of the time for the weather, at least, because as Shagun has already said, it has been a winter snow record for April, and we're not just out of the woods for that quite yet. So let's look at the state map real quick first. Once that pops up, there it is. We're going to start in Pullman right here. Pullman, like I said, is going to be 63 degrees, 42 is the low tonight. We're going to move up to our northern neighbors in Spokane. 64 degrees is the high for them, 45 degrees is the low tonight. And as we move westward towards Tri-Cities absolutely thriving right now, 71 degrees with a low of 48 tonight. No, Yakima is going to be a little cooler than Tri-Cities, 66, 39. Seattle and Olympia on par with each other at 57 degrees, and that's going to be rainy for them as well. Now let me step off the camera for the 5-day forecast. There it is, 34 degrees is the high for tomorrow, Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be 38 to 26. Thursday, 47 to 34, and that is when the snow showers are once again about to get going. We are not out of the woods yet for snow, guys. Friday is going to be the same, more snow and rain showers, and then Saturday is going to go back to cloudy, 48 to 38 degrees. That is my time. I'm going to toss you back to Derek at the desk. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Colby. Up next, another Cougar basketball star may be out of his way of Pullman.
We'll find out how WSU baseball fared against number 10 ranked Oregon after the break.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, The boss is boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
I'm Zane Dodge with sports. The annual spring game was Saturday, and both the offense and defense showed out. The Crimson offense took the early lead against the Gray defense when sophomore quarterback Cam Ward found Drake Owen for a touchdown. Ward would finish 21 of 30 for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. The defense kept the offense scoreless for 7 straight possessions, with safety Sam Lockett III and linebacker Travion Brown in that span getting interceptions. The Gray led 49-28, but the Crimson would come back to win 56-51, with Chris Irvin finding Tishawn Nunley for the last-second touchdown. WSU basketball player Mohamed Gay entered his name into the 2022 NBA draft Sunday evening. The 6'11" freshman forward from Senegal becomes the second Cougar basketball player after F.A. Abagidi to enter his name into the draft. Gay does plan to keep his college eligibility, however, giving a chance that he might return to Pullman next year. Also, Ryan Rapp will be ditching the hills of Pullman of the Palouse for the beaches of Hawaii, as he has committed to play for the Rainbow Warriors. It took a late rally, but WSU baseball left Eugene with a series win over the 10th-ranked Ducks this weekend. Oregon had led 6-0, but once the Cougar bullpen settled in, the bats came alive. The Cougs scored 3 runs in that 6th. In the bottom part of the inning, Oregon made it 7-3, but that would be it for the green and yellow, as the Crimson and Gray would score 5 unanswered runs in the last 3 innings to win the game 8-7. WSU moves to 16-22 overall and 7-14 in the Pac-12. Jacob McKeon was named the Pac-12 Player of the Week. Staying with baseball, the Mariners completed a sweep of the Kansas City Royals Sunday. Jesse Winkler hit a broken bat blooper into right field to drive in Adam Frazier to win 5-4 and move to 10-6 on the early season. That is tied for an AL best record with the Yankees and a game ahead of the Angels in the West. Today, Ty France was named a AL Co-Player of the Week with Miguel Cabrera. And that's it for sports.
There's a very special birthday today. Find out whose it is next. It is Edward R. Murrow's 114th birthday today. The Murrow College celebrated its namesake today by giving out pieces of cake earlier in the Gertzen Hall. The former Coug is remembered for being a pioneer in both radio and television news broadcasting.